Yeah.
Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing the IWATA HP TRN1 airbrush. I've used this airbrush for about a year now, and I've had some pretty good results with it. I am by no means an expert airbrush artist, but these are just my thoughts on the TRN1. I have broken the TRN1 mostly down into its individual parts. I'll first go over some information about the airbrush. Then, as this is a miniature painting channel, I will airbrush a miniature using the airbrush, taking it as far as my current skill level will allow me to. And then at the end of the video I will give you my final thoughts. The IWATA TRN1 is a gravity feed dual action pistol trigger airbrush. It comes with a 7mm cup and a 3mm cup. The 7mm cup also comes with a lid, but the 3mm does not. It has a .35 needle. The pistol grip is very comfortable. I have used airbrushes in the past with a push-down trigger, and after long uses my finger has either become very tired or very sore. But with the pistol grip, I can spray for long hours without any issues. The airbrush itself is very easy to disassemble and reassemble. It's a very straightforward process. The only thing you really need to be aware of is the nozzle. As this nozzle is very small, it can break very easily. The airbrush kit does come with a little IWATA spanner for removing and installing the nozzle. When doing so, use very minimal force to tighten it. If the nozzle does break in the base head of the airbrush and you are unable to take it out, you will have to replace the whole head base and nozzle. But if you want to save yourself a little bit of headache, you can buy a nozzle wrench to remove the nozzle easier and safer. Here I'm showing you how well the airbrush primes. I'm using Vallejo Surface Primer Black, mixed with some Magic Medium. Then doing a zenithal highlight with just pure white. How this airbrush works is that it has two ranges. The first part of the range, you pull the trigger back and only air will come out. The second part of the range is when you pull the trigger back further, the paint will start to flow out. And depending on how far you pull that trigger back in the second range is how much paint will come out. For the purpose of this video, I will hand paint some details off screen. For larger models like this tank, I like to airbrush my washes over the entire model, just to save myself some time. I may have gone a little bit too thin with my mix for my wash, but as you can see, it has no problems spraying the entire model. This part of the video, I'll show you how I spray the individual panels on this tank to give it some highlights. I'm trying to squeeze the trigger back ever so slightly, depending on the size of the panel and how comfortable I become spraying after a little while. As you can see, there isn't much problem with getting these small details. I do get some overspray on the black, but I will come back later and clean those up with a brush. As you can see from this diagram from IWATA, the spray width is mostly in the medium range, but can go finer. My final thoughts on the IWATA TRN1 is I really like it. It's very comfortable to grip, especially for long painting sessions. I am happy with the amount of details I can achieve with this brush, but I would mostly use it for priming, base coating, and bigger details. If I wanted to go for finer details, I would switch to another airbrush like the IWATA Highline range. But this brush does get the job done, so I am very happy. If you are wondering where I bought this airbrush from, I bought it from Airbrush Megastore here in Australia. I will link the website in the description below. And here is the final results from spraying with the airbrush. I have painted in the black and metal details and finished off with an edge highlight. I am very happy with the results. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and if there's anything else you would like me to cover, please leave it in the comments below. And I will see you in my next video.